Welcome to Infinite Pyxis, your place to discuss all the current and past games you enjoy. We hope you enjoy the show and can join us. We will see you in the chat box. To get on the show, follow the Discord link. Join up, read the rules in the welcome channel. When you have read them, put a check mark reaction to the rules. After you have done that, head to _infinite Pyxis info_ and follow the pinned instructions. Then jump into the waiting room and we will get you on when we can. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you there. We will be starting shortly. Enjoy this track by Wheeljan Zandra. It is called Woodlands.
Pyxis talk show. And obviously you're watching Pyxis' side of things, if you are actually watching it. And, you know, obviously, now you're going to be over to Infinite.
Hey there guys, this is Infinite here. Welcome to the Infinite Pyxis show. And as Pyxis said, obviously anybody watching mine, you are currently watching Infinite here. Make sure to jump over to Pyxis as well and check out his side, drop him a like, you know. Got to share that love. But yeah,
Indeed.
Yeah, I think today we're going to discuss we're not going to delve into E3 too much, I don't think. We're just sort of going to discuss a few things that we've both seen that we like the look of and whatnot. And yeah, we know that there's been a bit of development with the ARG lately as well. So we might jump into that, and I've got a few pictures to show.
Lots of good things.
And yeah, all
Lots
exciting.
of chill things.
And as usual, anything you want to talk about, don't be afraid to ask. Or jump into the Discord and jump into the waiting room, and we'll have you in as soon as we can.
Indeed. And already Sword in the chat says, yo, 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 it's the Office show.
I like
not,
that.
Not exactly Sword, but thank you. It's both of our show.
And
your show as well. It's everybody's show.
It is. This is a show for the gaming community, for everybody and anyone.
Indeed. Hidden Dragon says, hello guys. Hello Hidden Dragon.
Hello there, Hidden, and hello Sword as well. I just realised I didn't even say hi to you.
You nonce.
Oh, I know, I know.
You favoritism bastard. Wicked Thorn says, morning. Morning to you too, Wicked Thorn.
But yeah, you got
Welcome to the show.
Got everybody over at yours today, ain't you?
Apparently so. Well, I had nobody for a second.
What can we say?
I didn't realise that it was
You're
actually
just
here.
loved.
Sometimes.
So,
if you don't love yourself, who can you love?
Yeah, well said. Yeah, I'm currently at the moment I'm playing my my main No Man's Sky game, and I really want to get one of those squid ships, squid exotics, because they just look goddamn awesome, like. And I cannot find one anywhere. It's killing me.
Is that the S-Class?
Yes, the S-Class exotic.
The S-Class exotic. YouTube loaded it in alphabetical order. Ah. I see.
So you're always
I'm always first, apparently,
yeah.
though.
Screw you.
Well, if I had known that, like, what, 3-4 years ago when I came up with the name, I would have chose something a little more, like, what about, like, Zeta Pyxis, you know?
Zeta Pyxis. Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's always last.
Okay, so yeah, what about E3 then? What are the
I don't know.
What are the main things that you're looking forward to about that, or the main games that you saw that you?
Well, I was thinking about it for a while, and the only thing that I really can't wait to see that is coming out, like, for definite within the next 2 years or less, is Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh right.
Because it actually has a release date. It's going to be January, I think, January 20 something, if I'm not mistaken.
Awesome.
I love all the Resident Evil series, all the way back to when I first picked them up for PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. I still have the discs, but sadly they're paint damaged. Yeah.
That's a shame, man. Nothing
So
worse.
I know, and they're fucking wrecked. There's no way I can restore them, and they're after getting up in price, so we're looking at 30 quid for each of the games, you know? Which by today's standards doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're trying to replace games you already have, it is, you know?
Yeah. Oh, hey Sword, I've got a Sword over here with me now. Welcome, I hope you enjoy.
Traitor. Oh, yes. nice though.
Yeah, I mean, with E3, from what I've seen, like we was discussing this a bit before we came onto the show, and like I do sort of agree with Alpha. It didn't seem like the greatest of E3s. Like there wasn't much there that's really pulled me in. I mean, Days Gone looks pretty interesting. Fallout 76, I am really psyched for, because me and my brother for a long time have wanted a multiplayer Fallout game.
Yeah.
So for me, that is something pretty exciting. But I do know that you, Alpha, you're not as keen on it now, because they've made it that there's no single player mode altogether, which is a shame. I think that they might have done themselves over there a bit, because I think that's how a lot of people feel about it.
A lot of people play Fallout like they're used to Fallout 1, Fallout 2, like, you know, being top-down view and stuff like that. And I know a lot of the original players of Fallout didn't even like Fallout 3 when it became 3D. You know, people freaked out. So then you have a whole new crowd that like Fallout 3, New Vegas, Fallout 4, and then they're gonna push that to online, and I think a lot of people will lose interest. But I will give it a try. But I'm not gonna run out and buy it, you know, 70 quid. I'll wait till it goes down. Yeah. As these things inevitably do, pick it up for cheap and give it a go, because I'm not gonna hedge my bets on it like as a full product when I know that's going to be a multiplayer experience and I'm not going to get maybe what I want out of it, you know. So yeah, but I will give it a try, you know. That's all I can do.
Oh, that's it, man. I mean, it's you're not going to be able to properly judge the game until it's out, but like you say, if you think it's something that you're not going to be that interested in, then, you know, you're right, you shouldn't pay 70 quid for it. Wait until it gets a bit cheaper, or wait until there's a bit of gameplay footage out there where you can actually look at some people playing it and see what they see what they've said and what the game actually looks like.
That's true. Yeah, I could always do that, like, you know.
I mean, you never know. You might end up watching a gameplay video of it and thinking, "Holy shit, I need to get this game now."
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna wait and see. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Yeah. So Sword says, "Okay, fellas, gotta get going. I'd love to stay, but he got church. Father's Day plans today, and you guys have an awesome stream." And he says, "Happy Father's Day to all YouTube dads out there."
Yeah, that's it, man.
Thanks, Sword. Thank you for even popping in.
Yeah, man, we appreciate it. Yeah, I don't even have a base yet.
I'm trying to take a picture of a fish that's half out of water. A group of fish that are half out of water. And I got it a second ago where I'm like half of my screen's underwater and half isn't. I think that'll do. Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled on those screenshot showcases for weird derpy fish.
Weird derpy fish.
Yeah, there's even one on land out here. He's just actually face down, sucking the ground. So there must be something tasty.
Definitely.
I don't know. Pizza flavored sand?
You never know. I'd probably sit there face down in it.
Yeah. Well, if it was pizza flavored planet, you wouldn't see it because I would have eaten it.
Just some huge bite marks out of it.
Exactly, chunks out of a planet.
But yeah. But no, nevertheless, it's all exciting. We come into that time of year where we've seen all these different games and everybody's checking their bank balance and putting money aside and
pulling their hair out.
Yes.
Because the bank balance is too low.
Yes. Currently what I'm doing at the moment. Oh crap, I need to save a lot of money ready.
Yeah. Well, thankfully I don't, because I've got a wait and see policy for most games, you know?
Yeah.
Apart from the usual suspects. But like, that's what I was saying. I was giving it a bit of a think, and Cyberpunk doesn't have a release date yet. Beyond Good and Evil 2 doesn't have a release date yet neither.
Yeah.
So all the things I'm looking forward to are kind of like maybe soon. You know what I mean? Like, and we don't have a certainty behind it.
Yeah, well, hopefully it'll be some point soon. I mean, Beyond Good and Evil 2 looks friggin' amazing. Like, I can't wait to find that, to play that. Like, you know.
The minute that goes up, like I was actually thinking to myself that I might, you know, do a slow payoff of it.
Yeah.
Because I know you can pre-order it already, so you know,
Right.
just slowly chip away at it, so that when it finally does come out, I'm guaranteed a copy, like, kind of thing. And I could probably do the same with some other games that I'm interested in, like.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea actually. It might be something that I might consider doing.
Because then you don't have to worry about it when it comes up. It's like, oh shit, like I'm after pre-ordering this thing, I've got 70 to pay off, like, you know.
Yeah.
And what's the point of doing that when it could be like, oh yeah, I've paid that off, you know?
Great.
Okay, so any topics, anything in here? Have you been keeping an eye?
I don't think. I don't think there really is, to be fair.
Well, we still have some things to discuss anyway about where.
Yeah, I mean, Where is getting a bit interested at the moment. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is still a bit slow, and we're not getting as much as I'm sure everybody would love to be getting from it. But
yeah,
I know recently there's been the whole thing with the Dreamers at the moment, and we're having to jump in and sort of assist Emily on finding information about the Dreamers to then find an activation code to unlock a new memory segment, which is actually pretty interesting. I did do, I think it's Philip, the first one. I did do that, and it was quite interesting doing it, sort of, because it's an interactive thing that you can do on your phone.
Oh yeah.
Which
was that the text thing?
Yeah,
where you get
it's
feedback from the.
Yeah, the Dreamer will say something, and then Emily will say something back, and then it'll get to a crossroad where Emily will ask you what you think she should say, or how you think she should approach the Dreamer, and you can say like, oh, we need to take our time and not like scare him or anything, and make him feel comfortable or something like that. And I think you've got to get the right sequence of like interactions with them to get the right code from them.
Okay.
Sort of thing, which was pretty cool to see people doing. And then obviously once you input that into the dashboard, it then unlocks the next segment. And I think now it's, I haven't really looked into the next one that much, but it's I think you've got to make a bracelet the same as the one described or shown to you, and then you've got to basically go to various locations and take a picture of the bracelet in these locations and upload them.
Oh, okay. So, like, Wake and Titan has finally gotten a little more interactive again, like it used
yeah,
to be.
Yeah, it's starting to involve the community again, and things like that. So, which is always good. It's good to see that they've obviously realised that it's getting a bit boring at the moment, and people are losing interest. Never, I
suppose.
Well, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though, because they did the whole thing. I think it was in the last phase where you'd have to make the infinite mirror, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was interesting, like, and then they had all sorts of different riddles and stuff like that, and then it just seemed that this phase was a bit drier than Lost, and they weren't involving too many people. Like, I mean, they had the people that were cryptographers basically going in and working things out, but that's fun for them, but not something like interactive like this,
No, that's it. It's, they need to do stuff that all the community can get a part of, because a lot of the community, without saying like a dick, a lot of the community ain't smart enough to do some of the stuff they do. I mean, I know I certainly friggin' ain't. I'll look at some
well,
of it and I'll just get so confused.
yeah, but like intelligences aside, you know, even people on their off days don't want to be fucking putting that amount of mental thought into things. You know, it's meant to be a game, you know, and whereas some people find that kind of crap fun.
Yeah,
There's other
that's
people
it.
that just want to come home and, you know, enjoy something, you know. So it's kind of hard to cater for both sides, you know.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
But no,
'Cause, like,
oh, go on.
oh, go ahead.
No, it's alright. Carry on what yours.
Because, like, from the start, like, I wasn't one of those people that got involved in the ARG.
Yeah.
I just listened to it afterwards, or, you know, just see what people have found out or what way they did it. And I found it interesting enough to, like, you know, keep up to date on it, you know.
Yeah.
But not to be a part of it, you know what I mean? Like, because they have all these live drops and shit like that. Well, I live in Ireland, you know. I doubt a lot of people are going up to Dublin or any, like, I don't think Ireland was even mentioned in 90% of what's going on, like, you know,
Yeah.
Waking Titan wise. So, you know, it's just,
Yeah, I don't. Where I live, like, I live in a friggin' little remote town out, like, in Wales.
yeah.
Oh, wait there. UK Gamer 84, check your message, Infinite, a new picture from Waking Titan. So, let me just jump in my ship so I don't bloody die.
Live updates from Waking Titan now.
Yeah, I know. Exciting stuff, man. Freaking.
That's what I'm saying. Nice. Just when you were talking about it as well. Like,
yeah, like spot on timing. Thank you for that, UK Gamer. Much appreciated. Gotta hand it to my brother, man. He's always jumping at me with the recent information.
It's all cool.
So let's have a look at what this picture is. Oh, okay, that is interesting. Okay.
Can you throw a copy into the Discord?
I can indeed. I'm just going to save it now.
Get one here. Do I have a section in here, or do I have to create one?
This could be sweet, because UK Gamer, how long's this been up for? Have you got any idea? Because, man, we could be like some of the first people to be sort of talking about this at the moment, which will be damn interesting.
Yeah. It'll put us through the paces anyway.
That's it, man. Alright, thrown it into Discord now.
Cool.
And then I will open up file myself. Gamer. And then, sorry, I've got to try and figure out how to get my display up there.
Desktop.
Okay. So yeah, there's a new image that I've just been.
Crap. I'm dying. Need to get into my ship.
That's exactly what I did. Yeah, okay, so UK Gamer says it looks awesome. It was updated or uploaded a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, I've got it up on my stream for anyone currently watching.
And I have it up here as well. I think I'll put it into a new scene as well.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, let's put it into a new scene. I'll put it in the. Let's just add a new scene, so we can get a, like, big view on this.
Yeah.
Be handy if I remember what the fuck I called it. The thing at all. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, so right now on the screen is the newest image from what Waking Titan was, wasn't it?
I'm not sure, because it actually says in the web link s3.amazonaws.com/cdn.
Amazon.
So I'm not sure if it's something from Amazon. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
It really doesn't look like anything got to do with Amazon, does it? That is so strange. Immediately when I seen that, like, it just reminds me of something Bioshocky.
Yeah.
Looks like a deep sea diving suit.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's a broken up picture, so it's hard to say at the moment. But like, I mean, it's even got like arrows pointing at stuff and saying what it is. See, we've got it looks like is that solar shield at the top. So we got like
on the top right hand side.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that said blueprint something, but it's cut off at the edge.
Yeah, it actually goes over to the other side. I'm sure it says blueprint projector.
Ah.
So that little scanner thing on your shoulder is actually a blueprint, because we've all been saying for ages, I wonder what it is. It's a blueprint projector.
So that's what actually visualizes the blueprint before we build it.
Yeah.
You know, in the building mode, when we see the blueprint.
Oh yeah, when it shows up, when you get up the
yeah.
scanner or something, and you see it in front of you. That is awesome. Hey, they've actually like integrated that into your exosuit, because I never thought they would have done something like that.
Solar shield, yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. You know, the things like the helmets, like they have a solar shield for your eyes.
Yeah.
The astronauts do. So that's just basically the helmet.
Oh yeah, I get you. Sorry, I thought you meant like a sun visor then, but I was gonna say it's actually got sun visor to the left of it. Okay.
I'm trying to read what it says here. Yeah, sun visor, that's what it does say.
Ooh, you've gone really quiet there.
Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to get closer to the screen. I can't try and move my mic while I'm getting closer to the screen.
Sticking your face on it. Oh, no, I'm jumping to other stuff.
Yeah, maybe if I actually open this image up for myself, I could actually zoom in. There's very limited things we can do with OBS. I wish we could actually just zoom in.
Yeah.
So everybody else knows what we're talking about, but I assume people do.
Oh, no. Let me open that up again. Okay, so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read what the other things say. But every time is that UFC support harness?
Life support harness.
Life support harness, yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm taking it the thing that we've got going around us is life support harness. Oh, wait there. I don't know if this is just because the image is split up, but is that two models? That's two actual player models, isn't it? Because you can see the different colour in the arms. The one's fully orange, and then the arms on the other one's like a yellow.
Oh yeah, there are two models definitely. But the top, yeah, because there's two helmets, so I think it's I think they look like the same models.
Yeah.
But it's describing different things from the same model. So if you have ever seen like a blueprint or some sort of thing, it normally shows the back and the front. So I don't know why they're showing two fronts.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
maybe they're shown in a differing what's that word? Configuration.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll get the backs in the next file or something. UK Gamer has said that not all the pictures have that similar link. It's nothing to do with Amazon though, and all the text that's in the image is liquid frenium distribution, which I'm taking is that one to the left pointing at the arm.
Liquid frenium distribution.
Yeah.
Sounds like some sort of cooling system.
Yeah, maybe.
Or some sort of like, you know, environmental stabilizing liquid, you know.
Yeah,
so if
it
it's
could be definitely
too cool, you need it to be warm.
Yeah. So maybe it's
warm, you need it to be cool.
Maybe it's indicating that, like, do you know, it has a protection upgrades that we can buy, like. Maybe that's something that they'll have linked into that.
Yeah.
But that's interesting, man.
A lot more information that we got before with the
what, the hologram?
holograms.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Hopefully, it won't take people long to unscramble this image so we can get a clear view of it.
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to do it myself, but I am not that smart. Maybe one day.
But if you look at the picture, right?
Right.
Going from the top to the second segment there, right?
Going from the top to the second segment, right?
Yeah, it kind of looks like, now, it mightn't be. It might be just because they're split up, but it actually looks like the suit doesn't have the helmet attached. So maybe we're just looking at the suit without our character inside it.
Where do you mean there?
Like if you look at the second segment, that's actually in the green, not the blue.
Yeah.
The blue has the helmet, and then like it looks like the suit and the helmet aren't joined at all in these pictures.
Oh right, yeah, I get what you mean.
You know what I mean? There's no neck piece. Yeah.
It's going to be hard to say until it's unscrambled, because that could just be, like you said, like a case of the fact they've scrambled it and it's cut that bit out. But yeah, maybe they are showing us the suits themselves. I mean, maybe there'll be a suit vendor.
Confirmed. Maybe a new star confirmed. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe you wake up like inside some sort of instead of waking up beside your cross ship, maybe you wake up like in one of those abandoned buildings or something like that, and have to actually put on your suit before you get out.
Oh no, that would be awesome. Like you wake up and there's just the suit hanging there.
Yeah, like the Subnautica start, for instance. Yeah, Subnautica starts off, you're actually plummeting towards the Earth, you know.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
You know? Yeah, something like that would be cool. Because you know we already have a vague sense of where we are or what we're doing when we start off in the game. You know, it might be nice to have a little bit of, I wouldn't say more information because it's easy for me to understand. But like in all my years, well, not in all my years, but like in the last year of playing this game, the most question that I get is about the start. What do you do? Everybody goes, what is this game? There's not enough of a description starting off in the game of what I should be doing. Like, you know, I have to keep telling people, yes, you have to go follow the quests. Like, you know, but some people don't even know how to gather the quests to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there needs to be a clearly defined way of actually pathing yourself towards these quests. You
know. Oh wait there. Check your message a quick cleaner. Oh my God, Dan. You're like throwing everything at me today. This is awesome. Cheers, man. Let me just get Facebook up again. I have got somebody in Cobra's Discord as well asking what we are chatting on.
Well, right now, Awakened Titan. And
no, I think he means...
oh, Discord.
Yeah, let me just...
Oh, you want to know what platform we're using?
I'm not sure. Chat. I'm just going to throw our Discord's link
in there.
There, so that if he wants to come on and chat, he can.
Awesome.
Always welcoming new members. How do you get the Discord link? No, invite people.
Yeah, just to make sure it doesn't expire.
Well, I'll make sure it. Okay, why's my second screen turned off? That ain't good. What's going on?
Well, I decided that I'm just gonna chill out by trying to discover all animals.
Discord and. I think my freaking TV's turned off now. Go away. Oh, and then my sound's cut out.
Whoa. Hello?
Hello. Sorry, man. It's because I turned my TV back on. I think it's...
Okay. You became a Korvax.
Yeah, spazzed out a little bit. Oh, well.
Just a tad.
Oh my God, man. I'm trying to do so much stuff. Okay,
It's okay.
so
welcome, red subset.
that's the one.
Cool. Hopped into the server, kangaroo.
Okay, so I have another image here. I'll get loaded up. A bit of a quick clean up. It is only of one of the player models. I'm not sure if it's if that's indicating that there's only gonna be. It's not actually 2 player models. No, it must be, because this one hasn't got the arrow pointing at the blueprint projector.
It doesn't?
No.
Okay.
So somebody's cleared up one of the models at the moment, which is awesome. Do you want me to throw you a copy of it over?
Yeah, I do. I can stick it up here
Yeah.
on the screen next to it, hopefully.
Sound.
All going well. This is not the best thing to be doing on a hazard planet.
No, it is not. Okay, there you are, man. I've sent it over to you.
Cool.
We
So
have
just the FYI we have yet.
well, red subset, yeah.
7 or 83, sorry.
Yep. Sound. Do you want to drag him in?
Yeah, just gonna get to this.
I can throw him in while you're doing that if you want.
Yeah, please.
Right then. Hello, Reds. Hello. You're now live. If you if you've got a mic, make sure it's plugged in, switched on.
Hello.
Ooh.
What's up?
What's up, mate? How you doing?
Doing good.
Good, man. Welcome to the Infinite Pyxis Talk Show. Glad to have you here. And yeah, I mean, I take it you've been looking at this image yourself. Oh, he's gone dark again.
Is there connection issues?
Oh no, he's jumped back out.
Oh.
Hello.
See, I'm trying to work both screens at once here.
I know the issue, mate. I know the issue. I'm still new to all of this myself.
He keeps getting kicked.
Oh, right.
I don't understand.
You try pulling him in, because it might be something to do with the settings that I can only pull him in for like 2 seconds or something.
No, we both have the same. Hello, Red. Are you there this time, man?
Yeah, I should be here.
Cool.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Hopefully it doesn't kick you back into the waiting room.
Yeah, so I gotta watch your stream and get the delayed reaction.
Oh, why? Can you not hear us in here, no?
Not in the Discord channel, no.
Oh, right. That's bizarre.
That's a bit strange.
Yeah.
I have no
We've
clue
never
about
encountered that before.
No, we haven't.
Just make sure that your Discord sound is actually up and the stream is actually muted.
Oh, it's kicked him back in again, into the waiting room.
I think he actually goes in there to sort things out.
Oh, right.
I don't think that's actually us kicking him or OBS kicking him. Or not OBS, Discord. I think he's just choosing to go back in to sort something out. I don't think he wants to bleed people's ears or something.
Probably. Make sure
well, Red, when you...
go on.
Yeah, when you figure out what the problem might be, just type in here into the Discord somewhere. Probably... Where would the best place to be?
Well, if he's watching one of our streams, just drop into...
Oh yeah, into the chat.
Into our stream chat, and yeah.
If you have it sorted, and we can pull him in then again.
And now my video is... Video output low. God damn it, man. Why? Why do you do this to me?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get another image in here.
Hey, William Voss, how you doing, man? Welcome to have you here. I think at the moment everybody else has suddenly, unless it's just a delay in my my live stream panel, everybody else has left. It's saying I've only got one view at the moment.
I think it's probably a delay or something.
Probably. I need to sort out my bloody internet, man. Does my nothing. Saying that though, Discord isn't playing up, so why is...
I don't know.
Bizarre, man, bizarre. William, how is my stream looking on your end, like, and how's my voice coming through? Because it's saying it's video output low, but I can't imagine as to why.
I don't know. You know, the usual.
Oh, he says it's coming through great, so...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no worries then, should be no issues.
Okay, so here's the compiled image then.
Yes, and it seems to be of the white helmet player model. The one that's pointing at his life support harness.
Yeah, because the one that's on the left has orange going all the way through.
Yep, and also has the arrow pointing at the helmet saying heated sun visor.
Yeah.
Just no volume in the Discord.
There's no volume?
So can you hear Alpha talking? Or can you only hear me at the moment?
There's no volume in the Discord coming from you?
I'm not sure.
Because on my end, desktop audio and mic seem to be okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, you speak again. I'll see if it's...
Well, just unmute your...
No, he says I can hear both through YouTube. Okay.
Okay, so both through YouTube, but he can't hear us in Discord?
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what he means by that.
As in, when he's in the chat, he can't hear us?
I don't know.
That's a bit odd.
None through Discord. Well, I mean, as long as you're hearing us speaking, then there shouldn't be any sound coming from Discord, should there?
No, he should be able to hear us because in
I mean, he says he can hear. He can hear both of us through YouTube, just none through Discord. But nobody can hear us in Discord because we're in our private channel.
Yeah, but he should be able to hear us when he's in the channel. So what he's saying is, whenever we pulled him in, he can't hear us talk, and he's
no. This is William, not Red.
Oh, okay, William.
Yeah, William Voss, or is William Voss Red?
So if he's not hearing things from Discord, then that means he's not hearing my voice.
No, he is hearing your voice.
Okay. So, okay, I don't get that. He's not meant to be hearing anything from Discord then.
Yeah, I might be confused. It might be a different name that he's using for his YouTube. Oh yeah, he is Red. Sub. Sorry man, this is me confusing everybody. It's my speciality. It's why I come on this show, just to confuse people.
So he's saying he's not hearing anything from Discord?
Yeah, he's not hearing us through Discord. Which is bizarre.
When he's in here?
He's having to use the audio on YouTube. It's very bizarre.
Okay. Well, if you can hear me, Red, on either one of our streams, what you should do is you should make sure that in your audio settings for your computer, make sure that you have Discord up, and that it comes out to your desktop audio, and also through your headphones or whatever else you're using.
Okay.
Because that sometimes happens. It probably doesn't have an output or something.
I'm just going to roll a fag while we're actually sitting here and not playing a game and browsing at these. But yeah, I mean, That's a pretty
That was
well.
quick work anyway.
Yeah, it was, man. Pretty well cleared up picture. And UK Gamer, if you're still there, man, keep me updated, keep me posted. If anything else pops up, man, make sure to message me on Facebook straight away. I want to be some of the first ones to be hitting this. Because this is awesome, man. Literally, as we start talking about Waking Titan and a couple of the new player models, bam, we have this, an actual picture, colour, art illustration, and a couple of notes about what everything is as well. I mean, we don't have to speculate on that orb on our shoulder anymore. That is a blueprint projector for anyone just jumping in. Oh, hey, hello, Ivy Mike, how you doing, mate? Glad to have you here.
I hope it projects more than just that.
Well, I'm wondering, because in the cover art, there was you've got the four avatars, haven't you? The 4 players, but I'm sure only 1 or 2 of them actually have that on their shoulder.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, like, how do the other ones like build stuff or project their buildings before they build them, sort of thing? If you get what I mean, like if that's a blueprint projector, you'd think every character would have it.
But maybe it comes out of their suit. Maybe it doesn't always have to be there. Maybe those ones are actually cycling through their blueprints. Gonna put it down.
Yeah. Now, if that is true, that is going to be a goddamn awesome feature, because that means that when you're stood next to another player, you're going to be able to see this little orb popping in and out of their suit. And that, to me, I know that's so minuscule, but that to me would be freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, because it shows that they're building.
Yeah.
So you won't be able to. You don't have to bother them, and then it's like,
Yeah,
oh, did you see that animal there a second ago? It was like, sorry,
sorry,
you have your orb out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it me, or does it seem like we will be able to customise their character? That's William Voss or Red Sub saying that. Well, do you want to come back onto the chat? We also have Refusionary as well waiting in the waiting room.
Well, just tell him if he wants to come back in the chat, cool. If he doesn't, he can sit in there and just make sure that he lets us know by muting or something like that, so that we know that he's not to be disturbed if he's still trying to figure something out,
He's just said sure, so yeah.
Cool.
Drag him in. You being pulled into the infinite Pyxis loop.
Loop 142. Hey, Red Suit, sub.
Hey.
Hey there, man.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sweet. All right, outstanding.
Are you still having to listen to us through YouTube, or can you hear us in Discord?
No, I can hear y'all through the Discord now.
Awesome, man.
Cool.
Sweet.
So what happened?
I don't know, man.
One of those random Discord glitches, and it's like technology.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All right, so the way it's looking is, I think we might be able to customize the characters.
Right. Define what you mean by customised. Do you mean just customise colours, or actually customise the look of the armour and suits themselves?
I'm hoping the look of the armors and suits, if everything's working out right, because you notice on the actual Xbox release pick art that you got your 4 characters. One of them has that blueprint display and none of the others don't.
Yeah.
Maybe we find our armor along a certain path.
Right. Okay. So, was you in there? Was you watching this stream probably 10 minutes ago? Because me and Alpha were literally just talking about that.
Yeah. I was.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. You might actually all be on to something there.
That would be pretty cool, because I think it probably would mean a full wipe, which means it might annoy a lot of people because it will mean starting over from scratch.
That's the fun of this game.
But I think that'd be worth it. I really do, man.
I restarted every time a major update came out, from the Pathfinder to the base build concept and all of that. So if it means we got to restart one more time to get into full multiplayer aspect, then so be it. I guess I have no choice but to restart.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I'm going to restart either way. Like, I'm going to be having my Xbox save that I'm going to be restarting on. I'm going to be having my new PC save and a new PS4 save. But I'm definitely starting again if it is anything like we're thinking. Because I think waking up in an abandoned building or something like that and seeing your exosuit, like your bog standard exosuit hanging there, and being able to go over and interact with it and actually pull it on.
Well, let me ask y'all something. Are they doing anything special for the Xbox release?
I don't think so.
What do you mean by
what,
special?
pre-order bonuses? Or?
Yeah, because when I pre-ordered for the PS4, when it day one dropped, it gave us 10,000 in credits, the upgraded mining tool,
Yeah.
and a better Class S ship, or not Class S, Class C ship to ride around in.
It was the same with me when I pre-ordered for the PC.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You actually got currency when you bought. When you pre-ordered.
Yeah, it's only 10,000 units.
Oh yeah,
it's
but I didn't know that they did that.
But it was a start.
Yeah, it is. Like it helps. But
I don't know. I wouldn't hedge my bets on it, to be honest, because
well, it'd give Xbox players an unfair advantage depending what it is.
Well, we won't even think about it as full PvP/PvE integration just yet, because it mightn't give anybody an advantage whatsoever.
Well, yeah,
that might be only like a single, like that could only be redeemable in single player mode, for instance. Even if they did do it. So there's always going to be stipulations, and they're not going to actually have an unfair advantage for anybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I say, like, if they are going to do any pre-order stuff, that they probably already have it in the pipeline. They probably will tie it into the V4 passes or something like that.
Yeah.
Because everybody has them, you know.
Have they released how many of the new V4 passes they have?
16.
Or is that 16?
They have 16 that they are sending out. If I remember correctly, I'm sure. I think it is. Oh man, who was it? Who I saw tweeting it now? Well, I'm sure it was 16, which would make sense because we all know that Hello Games and Sean Murray love the number 16.
For some strange reason.
Yeah, I don't know why, but they do.
The universal number for them.
Yeah, definitely.
I have a theory about that though. The way they keep saying Loop 16, maybe it's because that this is actually the 16th version of No Man's Sky that actually worked with procedural generation. Because if you think about like loop in a video game or computer game, is actually the gameplay loop. Is actually how you structure something to be able to loop back into itself gameplay wise. So maybe this is the 16th time that it actually worked, and that's why they're focused on Loop 16 always. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe it worked on the 16th try.
So what's our counting all the patch updates? What's our current count up to then?
1.39.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1 being the base game, 3 being the version, the third update, and 9 being the 9th revision of the third version. So
1.39, and then next is going to be 1.4.
Right.
Well, people are saying 1.5, so maybe they did just merge 1.4 with 1.5.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
No, see, I'm kind of against that idea, and here's the reason being is if they do a major merger like that and skip right over 1.4, what would be the true 1.5? No one would ever know. So this could actually be the 1.4 update, and we get something better in the 1.5 update.
Well, it's. I mean, it's still all a bit of speculation at the moment, isn't it? We've got no way of actually knowing until next is released and we see that update and what update it is. We're not going to know.
Oh, didn't they bring in a guy to help do the procedural cities?
They did, yes.
I'm
So
thinking
his might be the 1.4 update, where the multiplayer is the 1.5 update.
Yeah, it could be.
Or maybe 1.4 is, or because they brought him in, maybe they're coming up with a way of workshop integration for the people that are on Steam, for instance.
Yeah.
And maybe they're gonna like implement something similar to that, like the way everybody's got like even Sony and Microsoft have their own kind of mod section. They could use that as kind of like a way to get bases or blueprints or something like that.
Yeah,
sort of like how cool. Bethesda turned on all the mod updates for all the consoles.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
If they have something that are doing like procedural cities, we do know that they're not going to have cities the way we think they are, and it's mostly focused on colonies. So maybe he was in there to try and make like a large amount of assets at once being displayed for multiple people in the same scenario, because that's going to be tough to actually render all of that in for everybody else. And we see it with like large bases, and even orbs doesn't work. It kind of glitches out people's frames and everything else. So maybe he was in to actually try and make it work with their current engine and algorithm and everything else. So, you know, I don't think it's going to be procedural cities. Maybe he's just like, because he got cities working in a procedural environment, maybe they got him in to help with all the stuff going on in this game, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I remember when he first talked about No Man's Sky on the E3, he mentioned that the closer you got to the center of the galaxy, that you were supposed to start seeing more and more city development.
Yeah.
So that's probably why they brought him in.
Yeah, or maybe they couldn't, maybe they're not player inhabited, okay? Maybe they're like what I was thinking before, they could be ruins. Like we could have more of a way of getting relics and finding out the history of what happened to the Gek and the Viking and the Korvax. In an archaeologist kind of sense.
Yeah, but that doesn't play to the fact of the conflicts into the game. Yeah, you got the backstory to it, but how would that play to the conflict in the game between the three major races?
I already said that might now. I'm not 100% sure, but I had a theory that basically meant that if you want PvP in a game like this, they're probably going to do it in a simulated universe similar to what you put Artemis through, and that's the PvP. You enter a simulation within the simulation, and you can go ahead and do PvP in that form with everybody else that is joining for the PvP. So it would harken all the way back to the three races and their war back in that time. Because if you remember, like Nada and Polo are actually in an anomaly. They're outside of time completely, but they're also within every period of time. So if we put a simulation in there, similar to what they have with Artemis, and the travelers can actually join in that simulation and be a part of what happened before. Maybe they're going to do something like that, because they're all about tech and they're all about weird, mysterious shit like this and and stuff like that happening. So it just suits this game down to the ground. And I think that would be the way that they would approach it without hindering the experience that other people have gotten from No Man's Sky. And we also have to remember that Xbox users are going to be new to the game, so why deprive them of the experience that PS4 people and Steam people got at the beginning?
Right.
So that's why I think it's not going to be a...
Dude, I kind of wish I had an Xbox so I can just relive the moment again of getting the game firsthand, opening it up, popping it into the drive, and letting it go.
Yeah, what we need is a Wear headset for everybody in every house so we can wipe our memories, start anew.
There you go.
Maybe that's the function of it.
Yeah.
Is Infinite still there?
I am indeed.
Okay, I thought you got disconnected, man.
No,
I was freaking out.
I'm still here, you ain't gonna worry.
I wonder if they're going to bring... I know we got the multiplayer class ship coming, but I wonder if they're going to do anything for the single player aspect.
They will.
Incorporate
They will,
some new ship design.
I have full faith in Hello Games, and Hello Games know that it was the I mean, all the people that are stuck with No Man's Sky, like at the moment, they are single players. Like, I know we've had not PvP. I know we've had multiplayer in a sense, like non-traditional multiplayer within the game, but it's all solo players, man. We've all been experiencing this game on our own and uploading our discoveries to Twitter, to Discords, to Facebook, you know, anywhere that you can, and within the game. And I think, and I have full faith in Hello Games and Sean Murray, that they know it's single players that have kept this game going and supported it to the very end. So
well, I like it. Here's the reason being why I like it, is when you first start off at the day one launch, you see what it was. Very dry. However, over the upcoming years and the months, you get a new update. It changes a little bit. Then you get another update. It changes even more. Yeah. That's what I'm liking. And here it's so cool because now you're actually seeing a game progress from the base level as it was to where we are now. If you go back and take a look at some of the older videos from No Man's Sky, like the basic raw cut ones, to now, you see stuff has changed a lot.
Yeah.
Pretty much No Man's Sky isn't what it was at day one launch.
No, somebody did actually say the other day or yesterday that No Man's Sky actually No Man's Sky Next is essentially its own standalone game. Like, I know it isn't, but the way that they've done it and with how much has changed, it is like a completely new game. It really is.
They've
just to see
everything.
Yeah.
And like, they've done all of this by themselves, you know? They've done all this without, like, taking money from people, without taking money from their customers, you know? All you had to do was buy into the base game.
Yeah. Have y'all kept up with E3 last week? You notice how a lot of the major companies are now stepping away from paid DLC?
Yeah.
And I think it's all due to the fact that No Man's Sky sat there and said, hey, we can actually do this without paid DLC and still get the same results, because you get new people coming in constantly who want to try out the game, or they get so crazy that they lose interest, sell the game off, and then one of their friends get the game and says, oh, wait a minute, let me go ahead and get the game again, and they got to go rebuy the game. And that's how they're making their residual income to be able to produce what they produce.
Yeah. But I think when it comes to EA and everything else, they've learned a valuable lesson all because of loot boxes. That's the major difference here. You know, people don't like loot boxes, and that's you know, like 100% agreeable. The only people that like loot boxes are the people that have endless supplies of money to put into nothing, you know?
Yeah.
It is gambling and so on and so forth. So that's why there was none of that this year.
That's what I was about to say, is in California, I guess a couple of the kids got into real trouble with the loot boxes and their parents. And their parents had enough with it and decided to write up a class action lawsuit against EA or whoever.
Yeah.
Because it was stated like gambling, like you said.
Oh yeah. Well, it is gambling. Anything that requires real world money, whether it be something that's in, you know, a game or not. It doesn't matter if what you're getting is digital. The fact is you're still paying money for a thrill and for a way that like sets up the rest of your life. So, you know, what they start off on loot boxes, next they start off on like a blackjack tables or whatever else, where the real money, it's still the same thing. What's involved is still physical, you know, even if it is digitally rewarded, you know. But there's still chances that you'll get nothing, you know. There's still chances that you'll get shit that isn't worth what the money you put into it, like. So it is gambling, you know.
Well, okay. let me bring up something along that topic. Okay, so when we're jumping from star to star, you know how your ships are randomized, this, that, and the other, and you, like, if you jump into a wealthy economy star, you're lucky to get a Class A, Class S type ship.
Yeah.
Well, earlier on, the other build designs that we got, I don't know if, I can't remember if it's the 1.1, 1.2 version, they had blueprints on our ships. And that led me to believe that at some point in time, we could actually build our own manufacturing facility.
That would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Be able to go out, harvest the parts that we need to build our own ships.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
It would. It really would.
So a shipyard, then, basically.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. Well, that would be good. All they need to do, basically, is implement it so that we can build it part by part using blueprints similar to the way they have building in the game, you know? We have a corridor, so for that, like, you know, you have this type of hull, you know, this type of wing, this type of fin, and just unlock all these different blueprints through a quest system, maybe.
Yeah.
But I doubt they're ever going to go through a monetary route, and if they do, they're going to lose the respect of the entire community. I'm not saying they ever will, because they've said numerous times this is going to be free update.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, they did say before the game was released that the updates for the foreseeable future will be free. So at some point they do have it planned that DLC probably will cost money. But that does not faze me one bit, because they have done so much for this game for free. They have worked on it for 2 years for free.
Yeah.
And they haven't given up on us, whereas a lot of other gaming companies probably would have.
Yeah.
Well, see, I wouldn't see the DLCs getting charged. However, it'd be like specialty items like that Class S spaceship you always wanted and paid like $2 for.
See,
I wouldn't mind doing that.
What, so sort of like, have you ever played Elite Dangerous? Because I know in that you can buy like custom paint jobs and certain things like that.
That's what I'm talking about. That's where they could make their money. Instead of loot box tight, do away with that. And if you want this skin pack for your ship, we'll sell it to you for 50 cents or whatever.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
And they can generate massive revenue. Hell, I spent $10 on Elite Dangerous just trying to get my ship looking right.
Yeah, I've done that as well. I can second that. But no, that would actually be a really good way of doing it, I think, because it's giving people the choice. Anything that they are buying will not actually affect them in game. So people can't bang on, oh, he's got an S class because he paid fucking 10 quid for it. No, like you pay for the skins and you pay for a bit more of a custom look and unique look to your ships that other people can have, but they've got to be willing to pay for it.
Yeah. Well, as long as it doesn't give you any stat
bonuses, like I totally agree. I don't think at all that you should be able to be like, okay, I'm gonna buy this S-class ship with 100% to attack, 100% to shields, 100% to... No, I think that's completely unfair to the people that haven't got the money to do that.
I will finish that thought by saying one thing: nobody a Star Citizen or 27,000 quid fucking ship.
Yeah.
Ship pack.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Guys?
Yes, I have saw that.
Fucking hell.
Like I said to you, I'm a founder to, I paid for one of the founder packs to Star Citizen, and when I saw how much they cost, like, oh Jesus, man, I almost had a heart attack.
But did you pay 1,000 quid? Because that's how much you have to pay before you even see the 27,000 pack.
Oh, would I hell?
Good lord.
Yep.
Yeah, like, it's ridiculous. And there must be some people that are paying that as well, like.
I just don't know how.
But,
I don't know how.
Yeah,
get a deposit on a house or something, you know?
Playing the stock market, selling drugs, you know, the shady shit.
What do you want to be called, Red or William?
Or Red William.
Or Red
Listen,
William.
all my close friends call me Red, so if
Red,
it's easier for you to call
yeah.
me Red, call me Red.
Yeah, well, I'll call you Red then. What do you have, like... Sorry, I kind of want to go back to these images a bit. I want to get other people's opinions on just a few things on it. So
I'm going to pop to the bathroom, so I'll be muted.
No problem. See you in a second, Alpha. Yeah, so, like, what do you think, because with all the writing, like, we've got life support harness, heated sun visor, solar shield, blueprint projector, and liquid varium distribution. So what do you think some of them could mean? What do you think they're indicating at by putting those in this picture?
Well, the blueprint projector is sort of like what we're doing right now. It's how we save our blueprint and it just pops up in the corner.
Yeah, that's...
Now, if it actually projects it out to where it's in front of us...
we already do that in-game, though. Like,
well,
when you want to build a beacon, when you click that beacon, you select it, you see a hologram there where you're going to place it. So they've actually integrated, like, they haven't just said it magically appears in front of you. They've actually put something on your suit.
So that makes me think we got 4 character designs.
Yeah.
All of them hasn't been released yet, except for the one with the blueprint.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the class builder.
Yeah, building class. Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
I think we're going to have different class mods with the builder class, probably a fighter class, maybe.
Yeah.
And maybe an exploration class.
Let me get up a picture now. Something that I just put together quickly earlier. If I can actually find where I bloody saved it. There we are. Okay. Are you currently looking at my stream, or do you want me to drop it into the Discord for you?
Put it in Discord, because when I click on live, it's...
so I'll just drop it in... well, where's it gone there? I'll just drop it into No Man's Sky under game chat, and you can have a look at it yourself then.
Alright.
Well, it is, it's basically the 3 different player models that we've received so far. Somebody was saying in Cobra's Discord that there's 5, but I haven't been able to find 2 others, and neither could he. So at the moment we've got these 3, and like you say, like you were saying about different classes. Now, me and Infinite was looking at this. Me and Alpha were looking at this before before we jumped on stream. And if you're looking at the image now, the one on the left, it seems to have what looks like a sort of like a fanny pack or like an extra bag on its chest, because it's got a little bit sticking off.
Yeah, that'll probably be your heavy class.
Or trading class.
Yeah, trading class.
Yeah, like it's got more cargo space, it can hold more. And then the one in the middle looks like it hasn't really got any armor, but it's got
but if you look at his helmet really close, it looks like a underwater exploration, maybe.
Yeah. So we were sort of thinking the middle one as an explorer, and then the one on the right was we put down as being a fighter class, because you can see with the helmet it looks like it's got 3 eyes, which we were saying could indicate, like, you know, something like infrared or night vision.
Yeah.
And
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Doing away with your old flashlight and going night vision.
Night vision, and like you'd think you'd be able to get some awesome screenshots with that as well, man. Like an infrared screenshot of a planet and all the creatures, like that'd look class. But you look at the body of that, the same hologram, and it looks like it's got heavy plated armor to it. So
yeah, more of a shield boost like we have in our game.
Yeah. So we were sort of, like you said, we were sort of indicating at the same thing that there is the potential of, or that they're indicating the potential of classes Now, we don't think it'll be a case of you when you load up No Man's Sky, it's going to ask you what class you want to be. We don't think you'll be limited, but maybe through the customization of the different bits of technology that you put into the exosuits, it then changes the look.
If they're doing that, they're going to redesign the inventory space too then. Because now you'll have a hologram picture of your exosuit, and you do attach mods to whatever you want.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. So you're saying with a blueprint projector that they've shown in the other picture, then you might actually be able to display.
Not only that, if you take any of the old RPGs, let's see. I'm trying to think of a good one. Okay, take Skyrim, for example.
Yeah.
You know how you pull up your character sheet and you got a picture of you.
Yeah, with your armor.
You select full-plated armor, and it actually projects it onto your avatar.
Yeah.
That's probably what they're going to in the next update.
What did I miss?
It is a nice trigger Ivy, Mike. I've got to have the Get Nip gang there as well, you know. I do share into their Discord, and they've been pretty same with me so far, so I'm glad you like that. Sorry, just jumped in.
I might threw a hand grenade here in my
my
chat.
Very nice, blowing you up.
Pretty much. Well, I wasn't here when it went off, so you know. There's always that. Thanks, Ivy, for trying to get me, but you know. It was PvE at the time. I was in the bathroom. Wolf King Elder Scrolls 6 is the only thing I care about. Well, Wolf King, see you in 2022 then.
The Last of Us 2, the new Ghost, and Days Gone.
Are you talking about Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. I'd be down with that if it kind of has like it looks like it has kind of like a very minimal HUD, which could be good, and as long as it has a lot of stealth options, you know, because samurai or you know like ninjas and stuff.
If you take both The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima, put their gameplay right beside each other, I think Ghost of Tsushima will be a lot bloodier than Last of Us 2.
Last of Us 2, I think most people aren't going that in for hardcore blood and guts. What they're going in for is story continuation. And I mean, at the moment, I'm playing Last of Us on PS3 because I don't care less for remasters. I get the originals, and I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm about halfway through the game, maybe more. So that's the only reason I'll get the second one, really, to continue it, you know.
Yeah.
We have also got Refusionary
in the chat, which I was just going to actually say.
Great minds think alike.
A little bit.
Yeah. So do you want to pull him in as well? Pick his brain a bit.
Yeah, if he does want to come on.
Yeah, well, he hasn't muted his mic or anything, so.
Cool, let's get him in. Hello, Refusionary. Welcome.
How's everybody?
Not too bad, mate.
Good.
Doing awesome now that I've got these player models. This is, oh man, this has got me hyped. This has got me psyched.
Me too. I know exactly what you mean. I was so excited to see these models because all throughout the game lately they've been referring to us as travelers.
Yeah.
The traveler models that they have, they look fantastic, but I don't want to be one of those people. They have a very almost feminine silhouette to them.
Yeah.
I couldn't see myself as being that type of character. Maybe that's going to get me in a little trouble with people. Who knows? But
no.
I like these new pictures much better.
Like I will say I don't mind being a female character in a game if I had no choice. Say for instance, Rise of Zero Dawn or something like that. But I'm all down for Tomb Raider. Well, I don't really like Tomb Raider. I prefer Uncharted because I just don't like Tomb Raider that much. after many years since the early 90s of playing it on PlayStation, it's just kind of like you kind of wear out your welcome for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I can understand people that don't actually like. There's different types of gamers. There's people that can actually get really into a game and become the person they're playing or empathize with them, and it's kind of harder as a male to try and, you know, emulate or you know, try to empathize with the situation that a woman is going through in a game. So I understand that. Whereas from my point of view, I wouldn't get as immersed as that. I can understand people that do, you know, and that want that immersion. So. Yeah, revolutionary. There's nothing wrong with what you said.
Sorry to just jump in there, but you have actually just got me thinking. They've sent us 2 player models, 2 separate player models.
Male, female.
Male, female.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, yeah, but that's cool because there's not really any color variations. If you see most games, what they go for when it comes to player models, everything else is like, you know, they automatically throw, you know, confetti and fucking pink all over the player models. But like, if they are going for a male, female, they're actually putting it towards more survival. So like, you know, you have a fucking suit, it doesn't need to look pretty, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Y'all follow L Plays Games on Twitter?
I do follow him on Twitter, yeah.
I think
he just sent out a recent tweet of a blown up picture of the latest file that's been decrypted of the class model, the character model.
Right.
And it looks like he was able to get it in a line and not have the error issues like most people see.
Sorry to interrupt you guys for 1 second. Ivan Mike in the chat says 3 different things. He says, genius, I hope we can take our helmets off in shelters and freighters.
Ooh, that would be a cool idea.
That would be good.
Red, was you talking about the unscrambled image?
Yeah, the unscrambled image.
Yeah, I've got that up on. I've had that up for a while on my stream. Sorry, dude, man. I forgot that you can't watch my stream at the same time. I would have thrown it into the Discord. I never thought of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, we'll put it in the Discord.
Definitely.
I've got the image if you want me to throw it in there. Where will I put it?
Oh, hey, Matador. How you doing, man? Glad to have you here. As you can see at the moment, we've actually stumbled across the new player models, which is friggin' awesome. Goddamn awesome, man. It really is.
Yeah, I'll put it in the No Man's Sky section.
That'll work.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Fusion, like, yeah, spit some more ideas, Alice, or speculations that are running through your head at the moment. Like, I love getting other people's ideas on this stuff.
Well, the big topic right now is the PvP, isn't it? And that seems to be pissing off quite a few people. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't it though?
my own opinion is, you know, generally I don't care about PvP because I'm enjoying the PvE so much more, and I just enjoy the experience so much. I don't want to be worrying about running and gunning and hiding from someone who's chasing me and things like that. Unless it's a character in the game, that's something completely different. But as far as the whole thing goes, I'm like, well, we really don't have any concrete details right now, so I'm not losing my shit over it.
All we have about PvP is you can prey on other players if that's the kind of person you want to be.
Well, I was just telling Cobra a couple days ago, I kind of find it hilarious that you start seeing all these other clans and everything coming out of the woodworks that's not tied to any of the Galactic Hubs or the Federation Hub. And I find that hilarious. I'm like, okay, now the lines are starting to be drawn and there's no way around it.
Yeah.
And my response to that is, well, we don't even really know if that's going to be possible yet.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
It's all well and good, like, role-playing at the moment and having a bit of fun with it at the moment, as long as it stays as that. Because, like, I mean, me and my brother have been posting videos out calling out Nova Killer, who called out.
I've seen that. That's
and like, to us, me and my brother, we play quite a few role-playing games, and it's just a bit of fun, a bit of banter, and then if it is possible in-game, awesome. If it isn't, well, the roleplay ends there, and we had a bit of a laugh whilst waiting for next.
Sean Murray, when he went to the Xbox Live event before E3, he said it's going to be possible.
I've got a bit of a conversation going on in my chat at the moment. I've got Matador saying that he's really interested in the blueprint projector, and then UK Gamers asking how he thinks it's going to work later on, and Matador's actually said something quite interesting. Maybe it's tied into group base builds and stuff, or it could be...
what if that isn't really a blueprint projector, but yet a map projector?
Well, it is a blueprint projector. It says that.
It says blueprint projector. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I still think it probably is the way that we project our blueprints when we're building things. You know, so
I mean, if
when the corridor comes up in that like kind of green look to it, that's a hologram. So maybe it projects the hologram out for you, so you can see it visually before you place it.
Yeah. That's exactly what I think it is, and I don't think it's anything more than that. Which I think that is going to upset a lot of people, because when a lot of people saw this orb on the cover art, you know, you have people speculating, oh, what if it's like a little mini drone or a little mini turret? But we know it isn't. We don't have to speculate now. They've literally told us it's a blueprint projector.
Like in saying that, you could fucking speculate even further and say that it's like one of those automated weapons from fucking Predator, you know?
Yeah.
We all have.
Hey, that'd be cool.
That would be cool, like, yeah.
Well, only if it mines as well, because people like Refusionary and myself would be a bit pissed if we don't get anything in PvE, you know?
But okay, so UK Games said it could just be a design for the third-person view for when you were building, etc. All will be revealed come July 24th. Now, that is true. We will not know until July the 24th. But
it needs to hurry up and get here.
Yeah,
it does.
It's gone on too long now.
It really has.
Right?
They're killing everybody at the moment, man. Like, everybody is dying for this so much.
Not that I'm not going to play the game every day right up until that moment, but I'm just saying, something new would be nice.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not that long away now, guys. It really isn't.
I know that we're all dreading the mass reset, but I just hope that they don't take away my unit turn, because I worked too damn hard to get to where I'm at now.
I honestly think that it's not going to reset the way people think it is. You know? Like,
oh yeah?
We're all in single player games when you think about it, you know, with the option to come across somebody else, like, you know, if they're going to design a multiplayer from the ground up, they're not going to turn around and they're not going to say, well, fuck you to everybody else who's just bought it before we release this game into full-fledged, like, you know, always online persistent universe. They're going to have a separate server for this online aspect to it.
They could say that to the new players. I wouldn't care. I've been here for 2 years. So what?
Because they won't get the same experience that you had, so they're trying to resell a game basically on Xbox and weekend.
It's all well and good saying that, but not everybody has the luxury of having more than one console.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
If you only had Xbox and you've been following No Man's Sky all this time, like, I understand what Alpha's saying. He's trying to say that, you know, you've got to have people come into the game that might not even care about Next. They might only have an Xbox and want to experience the vanilla No Man's Sky. They might experience it the same way that we have, and if they took away that option, that would be a shame. Like, it really would. But it should be an option. That's all they've got to do. They've just got to make it an option, and then it's down to the player's choice. No one can complain.
Well, they gotta still hold true to be able to play offline.
Yeah.
And with bringing in multiplayer, the only way you can do that, of course, is online, unless they go back to old couch co-op and do your big LAN parties. That would be cool. Oh man, I miss my damn LAN parties.
It would be cool, but I don't know. None of my friends have a PlayStation, and they certainly don't have No Man's Sky, or, you know, they're sick of
2 seconds
all the time.
If I can just shout out, UK Gamers says he's off for a pint. Yeah, catch you later, guys. Thank you so much for coming along, UK Gamer. Great to have you here as always. Make sure to drop a like if you've enjoyed what you saw. And make sure to jump over to Alpha's stream as well. Drop him a like. Share that love, man. Share that love.
So much love.
And also Matador says he thinks it's going to reset the same way Atlas Rises did, just the planets. In all honesty, I do not care about the reset. I just want next. I want to play this game. I don't care whether I have to start again. I don't care whether I have to, whether I can play it with my new my recent saves. It makes no odds to me.
I feel the same way. I wouldn't mind having to start over from the beginning, and at the same time, well, maybe yes, I would a little, having to learn all the words again. And
yeah.
Try and find,
getting all them damn glyphs again.
Places to get your blueprints from and all that stuff again. That's
if that's the case, point me to the closest get colony so I can start learning.
True.
Exactly. Like, you think even if they did do a full wipe, we've still got all of our communities. That hasn't changed. We've still got the No Man's Sky CAF and the Amino, and
yes, they might change as well and lose all their. Remember what happened with the last big reset? So many civilizations had to move and find a new place to call home.
Yeah, they'll have to move in game, but we still have them outside the game, so we still have the support of all of our fellow travellers. So, you know, like you're saying, you're worried about finding blueprints or, you know, having to find all of your ships again, but we've got a vast amount of players that will be sharing information as much as they can, so...
Seems like such a shame if that happens that we would have to throw all that data away, like, oh, you could go here and find this.
No, you can't.
Well, like, the way I think about it is, it's a procedural game. Everything's going to change from moment to moment, no matter what. Yeah. Like, for instance, there's already a guide to the universe out there. It was written by one of the guys from Game Informer, and I actually have it on my wish list just to get. Like, you know, it's in eBay. You can get it for about 14 quid over here, in Europe. So, you know, I really want to just see it, just see the art, see what this guy has put into it, because, like, you know, when you're talking about No Man's Sky, for somebody to actually sit down and actually make a book, like, detailing the different mechanics and everything else, even though they might be outdated, he took his time and he actually went through the game and liked it enough that he wanted to put something to paper, you know? Yeah. So we have people like that.
Find it really, really interesting. You know, we got the big Forbes magazine here in the States. Yeah. And one of their writers actually write on the economic system of No Man's Sky, and I think it's the only game that they actually put into their book that intrigues me, because from the instant No Man's Sky was released beforehand, you didn't really see any major video games in the Forbes magazine. No Man's Sky drops out, and then you got big name investors writing on how to make money in the game before we got up to where we are today.
So No Man's Sky, capitalist simulator.
I was really surprised to see that in Forbes myself.
I never heard of it, so this is a first for me hearing about it.
Yeah, I can't say I've heard about it.
Oh,
yeah,
a bit
you can
insane.
Probably type in the Google search Forbes No Man's Sky and it'll pop up all the articles, maybe.
Oh,
okay. Right. You must have a look at that. Thanks very much.
Definitely have a look at that.
Yeah. And it's real interesting read.
It's interesting to me for one aspect, because the economy is not really that prominent in No Man's Sky, for instance, like other games like Eve and other RPGs, even if they don't take place in space, like, you know, like I don't know, ESO or RuneScape or Black Desert Online or something like that. But to hear a game like out of obscurity like No Man's Sky being featured in like a magazine such as Forbes, it just, I don't know, it boggles my mind, man. It's like, what have I been doing all this time then? I'm looking around like I'm a fucking No Man's Sky photographer, basically, and
pretty much
cartographer. Like, that's what I do in the game, you know, and make a bit of money on the side, but it's not really my drive, you know. Oh, it's just mental. There's so many ways to play the game. That's practically what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, there is definitely, man. It's open to an infinite amount of possibilities. Like,
there you go, plugging your name.
Gotta be done. Gotta be done. But like, you are right. So one of the things I do look forward to with Next, and I really hope they have worked on in Next, is the trading economy. Because like you say, it's not really that deep, is it? There's no depth to it, and like, yeah, you get to one planet.
The only advancement they made into the economy is adding the economy scanner.
Yeah, that's about it.
So maybe with the next update, they'll actually focus on, okay, now that you sell this certain type, sort of like Elite Dangerous, you go in with a certain system with illegal goods, you're going to get fined for it.
Yeah.
I think the next step, though, in evolutionary on that front, where you're saying the market and everything like that, I think it has to be player-fed. In order for it to be in any way sustainable, it needs to be player-fed. So I'm thinking that maybe because Sean himself, excuse me, has said that you can build like colonies and stuff like that, maybe there's an opportunity for people to set up their own trading terminals. Maybe, like I was saying, one of the guys that's in our Discord, obviously you've joined it now, that's great, but he was saying that he wanted to get together, like, you know, just basically some sort of a little company, and he basically wanted to know what would be best. I said, well, why don't you make it kind of like a refueling trade, you know, basically make everything for warp cells and plutonium and have it shipping back and forth. So he has interest in that. So maybe if we could open up the galactic terminals, maybe have, like, you know, particular groups that can sell these things on.
Oh, so actually make it so that the galactic terminals, you can sort of make it like an auction house in a sense, a galactic auction house where you can put your own items up for sale and other people can purchase them from you from another galactic terminal.
Yeah, but I say it would probably only work in this sense. You build a galactic terminal in your own base or your own hub. That's automatically yours. That'll probably get a designation itself, just the same as the signal scanners do. They get a designation of your planet, etc. So once you set that up and have your hub set up and stuff like that, and place down the galactic terminal in your base or whatever, it'll then show up on the galactic market as being, like, you know, maybe a trader. So, you know, you'll have all these different named traders and stuff like that, and their specialties in the description. And so I can.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was basically the end of my thought. Really, I was just rambling there.
I was just gonna say, my mind raced for a second when you mentioned that. Suppose that someone has this great thing that they want to sell, and they sell it at a fantastic price. Let's just call it murine, because there's absolutely no use for that in the game anyway. But suppose we found a use for murine and it made it extremely valuable. All these traders warp in from everywhere to buy it at this great price, and the source runs out. But you have all these traders in the system who want it, so it's time to let the big guns fly right then? Try and steal it from someone who already has it?
Oh, but he's already got it set up. He's got like, he's gonna have a trader, basically, like, you know, like probably all from a command post of a freighter, but then he's gonna have like a person that's gonna be in like a hauler, a person that's gonna be in a fighter. He's gonna have dedicated people protecting these trips back and forth between resource gathering and, you know, endpoint where you sell it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting into something like that.
Yeah. Check him out. He's in the Discord. His name is, God, I'm used to that name, guys, and if he's listening or watching, don't take offense. His name is PersonBot in there, so, you know, hit him up in there. He might have a job for people, fighters and traders and stuff like that. I think the last time I was talking to him, he said our team is like 5 strong or something. So.
Well, I got a Class A hauler. If the major reset happens and I don't lose it, I'll be able to haul for him if possible.
Nice. See what I mean? Community.
Exactly.
If I'm not restarting, I got choices to make. I have saves in Euclid and Hilbert and Buttelanger, and I'm working on a survival right now just because I'm waiting for something else to come along. And
Yeah, I suck at that survival. I tried it out. I'm like, nah, where you go and launch, thrust up from a landing position. I didn't realize it completely drained your bar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, no, that
the
ain't
tactics
for me.
really have to change, but
Oh yeah.
I've done a survival before. I did my permadeath and got my trophy, and now I'm just back to survival because I'm killing time until next shows up. But once you get a few things under your belt, it really opens up and becomes a lot easier. Like once you get a roamer exocraft, then you're pretty good. You know, you can take care of a lot of the problems with environments on planets. They're not going to harm you while you're in the roamer. So you can just go from place to place, jump out, pick up that resource, jump back in, and you're fine. And then after that, the biggest thing you probably have to worry about is getting attacked in space.
Yeah.
With the right amount of chits and fucking units, you'll be okay.
Everything.
Well, you can always choose not to fight. That's the new edition, you know. You can,
always run.
150,000 units, you know.
And I think one thing people seem to keep forgetting about, like with a PvP and that, is, like, I mean, have any of you guys ever in your gameplay, without going through portals or anything, like you've just been warping around and you've warped into a system where you've randomly came across another person?
No.
No, I'd have to jump through portals.
Oh wait, did Fusion say yeah?
No, I said I have never seen
you've never.
without going through portals.
That's why I actually think that it's going to be like, I'm not trying to piss everybody off by saying it, but I do think it's going to be a separate mode and that they're going to like integrate it into the lore somehow and make it so that you have to go like kind of back in time to where all the war was happening between the three factions and choose your side, and it'll be probably on a separate server, which means like it'll be probably a condensed version of the universe that we're in now, so that people can actually meet each other and have their fun PvP style, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's no possible way for you to do it in the base game, vanilla, unless they're talking about like, you know, fucking throwing everything very small, you know, and making it smaller. And if they do that, then it won't be the core game of No Man's Sky anymore, you know. There'll be nothing left to discover in that case.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what comes next. Who knows? Who knows, eh? But Matasaur says, I just don't think it makes sense to do a full wipe. Hello Games has never done that before, and they know how many hours people have invested in the game. That is a very good point. I've invested very many hours into the game myself, especially recently, and I have no doubt there's people who probably knock me out the water for gameplay
in the
hours.
chat says something interesting.
Oh, right, what's that?
This happened to me once on Atlas Rise's launch day. So he bumped into somebody, it must mean. Is that what you mean, Ivy?
Oh, right. That's mental.
Yeah.
Like, to just randomly jump into a system and, like, land on a planet or see that person in that system with you, that must have been a proper wow moment. Like,
yeah.
I know,
like,
I've
come to systems that were already named and people were already there, you know?
Yeah.
But that's never happened to me. And Mike says, yep, that happened to him. So
Oh,
it's not
wow.
outside the realm of possibilities. That's what people keep thinking. It may be a massive universe, but you know, we're all based in numbers here. You know.
Oh yeah.
Well, I remember when the first story came out about the two guys that were on the exact same planet at the exact same time in the exact same spot.
They worked it out so that they'd actually do it. So like we're talking about random encounters. So you know, basically just the random number generation of the game itself, as opposed to planned occurrences. It probably won't happen unless you're actually like going hell for leather trying to find a particular person, and even then you might find somebody completely different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
You might come across somebody that is PvP and wants to blow the shit out of you. So, you know, I can't see it being the way that they're going to implement it, the way everybody's saying they're going to wipe the servers and automatically it's going to become, you know, a PvP game only, and that's it. You know, a PvP, PvE game, always online, etc. You know.
Yeah. I've just had a notification. I've got a new subscriber. Ezekiel Bale. Thank you very much for subscribing.
He's also in my chat, and he says, "Heidi ho, neighbors," and "Heidi ho, Ezekiel Bale." Thanks very much for subbing to Infinite there.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I am trying to hit 100 subs before July the 24th. So, you know, all the support is really thanked, man, so much.
So all we can say to you, all of you guys, is make it happen.
Please,
Make it happen.
I'm loving doing this at the moment. I've only been streaming for about 3 weeks now, maybe going on a month. I'm slowly losing track of time.
I was gonna say, is that all it's been? Just that short a time?
Yep.
Yeah. I've not been doing it that long, I'll tell you now. All quite new to it.
Yeah, and I've only been doing it for 5 months, so if he fails, I failed at teaching.
Pretty much. But yeah, so to have all this support is amazing. It's one thing I love about this community, man. I've had so much support from so many people, and I thank you all for that.
If I had better internet connection, I'd probably stream myself, but I live out in the boonies, and I'm doing all this from my cell phone, so...
Oh, right. Fair play.
That would be expensive streaming.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Using that as a connection.
I can't do streaming for a couple of other reasons. One is I'm just too damn lazy. And second is no, because it takes away too much time from me actually playing the game, and I'm just hopelessly addicted to it. I'm ashamed to admit.
Oh, you'd be surprised. You can still put a lot of time into playing the game. In fact, if it wasn't for streaming, I probably wouldn't have put as many hours as I have into it recently. But that's just the way I don't know, I stream, I suppose, like.
But I have put too many hours into the game without streaming. If I had to make a guess, by now it's got to be between 2,500 and 3,000.
Ooh, damn.
Back in January, was it, when Sony sent out an email to its PSN members saying, "Oh, here are the top 3 games that you played this year," blah blah blah, and it said, "Number 1, No Man's Sky, 1,899 hours."
Ooh,
Jesus. I'm like, Jesus, what did I do? Where did I lose 1 hour that I couldn't even make 1,900? God damn.
Right?
But seriously,
I think you're lying. They probably messaged you an email saying, "Stop playing this game."
But I had so much fun when I'm playing this game, and I couldn't even explain why.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
I've seen everything in the game that there is, aside from the tiny little variations on things, but I enjoy it so much.
I think we all do, man. I think we all do. Just another shout out. I've literally just got another subscriber from Wayward Druid.
Nice one.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I hope you're all watching either mine or Alpha's channel, and yeah, man, I'm loving this. And Ezekiel also says it's Zeke from Cobra TV Discord, just trying to sub to people and help the constellation grow. Damn straight, man. Damn straight. That's what it's all about, man. Let's connect those dots.
If you did happen upon the same system as another after next in your current save, would you want to see the other person or keep it as glitches?
Ooh, good question.
Say that again. Sorry.
He says, if you happen upon the same system as another after next in your current save, would you want to see the other person or keep it as the glitches, like the orbs?
So it's the orbs. Oh damn, man, that's a hard one. No, I'd want to see it as the player models. I don't want them to put all this work into the player models and me not be able to see them.
Well, it's gonna. For your question, Ivy, I'd like to come across somebody that's in, fully kitted out in the models and stuff like that. And I can only assume that that's what they're probably going to do for PvP, PvE, etc. I'd like to come across more models. It really depends on what context we're going to be playing in. You know.
Well,
am I going to have time to look at them? Or
that's
am I going to be blown up? Would you want to be able to shoot them?
Well, I know some
Not
people.
Particularly.
Some people were touching on a good subject. Like, do you know the way that GTA has their passive mode online? I know you won't know. Well, do you know Alphas? I thought you didn't like GTA.
I don't like GTA 5, but that doesn't mean I don't know about it.
Okay.
I mean, I generally, if I don't like something, it's because I know about it.
Yeah.
I know,
Oh, fair enough then.
I make a, make a decision based on what I know. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, some people were talking about the passive mode in GTA, and perhaps maybe if they integrated that into No Man's Sky, if you show up as an orb, that means you're in passive mode. You see the player model, that means that you're in full PvP mode. Which I think would be a pretty cool way of doing it, because it means everybody's in the same game, everybody's in the same universe, and you can easily distinguish who are the PvP players and who are the non-PvP players.
Yeah, and what are they going to call us next? Fairies?
What's it matter what they call you? You ain't going to be playing with them.
Well, you'd hear it all over videos, you know. That'll be the next thing, you know. Like, people think it's so simple that we put like PvP, PvE in games. There's going to be a division then in our communities because based on what way we play.
Yeah, so, that is true. That is true. I totally agree with you there, Alpha.
They already call people like, precious snowflakes and
what, Care Bears?
All sorts of this Care Bears and shit like that in all other PvP games. You know?
I gotta say, as soon as I heard Nova Killer calling us all Care Bears in that video to Cobra, oh man, that shit made me laugh.
Pissed you off?
No, it didn't piss me off. It makes me laugh.
I just got one thing to say to Nova Killer. I got no Care Bears in these eyes.
Oh no, me either, mate. Me either. Bring it on, man. I'm ready for it. Like, I'll do what I can to protect all the people that want to play No Man's Sky, and they want to explore. They don't want to play PvP. If you need protection, I'll be here for you, man. And I have no doubt there will be other people.
So
yeah, I'm an avid rebuilder anyway.
Ezekiel in my chat says, "Can't wait to hunt them down."
Damn straight, man. Damn straight. They've got a target on their back.
Oh, who? Like, but that's what I was asking. Who the hell is he hunting down? Like, is he talking to me?
I imagine he's talking about Nova Killer. At least I hope so, and not us. Unless he is a part of the House of Cards.
Who knows?
But yeah, who knows? Who knows? But I like it. Like, as long as it stays as role play, I enjoy that sort of thing, and it makes me laugh. Like, call me Care Bears if you want. Call everybody else Care Bears. They are people.
Right.
You ask me, those people that you call Care Bears, they are the people that understand the true beauty to No Man's Sky. Because they don't care about the fighting, they care about the exploration, the discovery, and sticking together and creating an amazing community. So
this community wouldn't exist without that type of
exactly
mindset, because nobody would have banded together at all. We'll still be like all on the opposite side of our own little universe, not giving a shit what other people thought,
Well said there, Alpha. You've got that down to a T, man.
And I sure hope they've added some stuff into the game that speaks directly to communities, like I don't know, a town hall center or something that you could put into your civilization.
Yeah, like, I mean, we know that we can build vast colonies over multiple planets. So, like you say, being able to add that feature in of like you say, a town hall or something like that would be really cool.
I was thinking about when he said that, and I'm kind of reminded of something I wanted to discuss anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Man.
I just wonder how accurate what he said is, and by that I mean, take when he said, I'm talking about the recent Xbox appearance that he made.
Yeah.
You can do dogfighting and things like that. Well, they told us that like 2 years ago, and technically, yes, dogfighting is in the game, but is it really implemented the way you wanted it to be?
So are you hinting at the fact that they sort of, you got to take everything that he says with a pinch of salt?
Until we know for sure.
Yeah, no,
so
yeah.
When he says things like, you're going to have these colonies that stretch out, does that just mean there's a whole bunch of people in nearby systems and they've established a base somewhere of their own, and collectively we call them a colony?
Well, I'm sure he didn't say systems, unless I might be wrong here, so like correct me if I am wrong, but didn't he say across multiple planets?
He did. He said building vast colonies across multiple. I don't know what he said. I think it was multiple planets. It definitely wasn't anything as big as like, because as I said before, if they're going to be loading that much of information into one planet in one instance of, like, you know, a group of people, say 4 people, on one planet, it's not going to work the way everybody else thinks it is. And I think that's what happened the first time when Sean spoke. Everybody took what he said and ran with it. You know, you have to listen to the words he says and what
how he says it, like,
because he's choosing his words carefully now, because he knows that people ran with it last time. So you have to take what he says at face value and just do not build upon it any more than what he says, and then you'll be okay. You won't be fucking overhyped or disappointed when it does come out. You know,
it is amazing the debates he's launched over just one sentence.
Yeah, or 2 words, prawn curry. What does it mean? What does it mean? But that guy, he lives in Britain now. He's formerly Irish, you know, by nature, and we have a weird sense of humor, us Irish. So prawn curry is actually just rhyming slang for Sean Murray. That's all he was fucking saying, like, you know? Like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, fair enough, dude. You know, have your prawn curry. Oh, I see what you did there. You were sitting there musing about how prawn curry was just your fucking favorite dish and also your name.
But like, I mean, me and you, Alpha, we've touched on the whole aspect of building across multiple planets, and
yeah.
We were saying that, you know, we wouldn't be surprised if it's not necessarily being able to build huge cities. Like, yeah. I very highly doubt it is that. But what's to say that it's not like the way that we've got our terminals now, our teleporters? Maybe you can link them up to other people's bases within your system, so that when you go to the terminal, you then have a section that says system coordinates, and then like planet coordinates, and you can actually jump to other systems, or you can jump straight to somebody else's base within the same system as you, but on a different planet. Therefore,
as long as you're a part of the same tribe or whatever,
or clan or hub, or whatever you want to call it. Like, and that, in a sense, I know it's not colonies like most people are probably thinking, like being able to build huge cities right next to each other, but in a sense it would create colonies, because you'd have people in the same system all building, all connected, and you can go through a portal, go to one person's base, and still be able to get to other people's bases within that system on different planets, which currently you can't do without having to move your own base.
Exactly. So the terminus basically connects like 2 points in space. It's like a teleporter. It's like, you know, it's like portals are actually old technology. So they'd be like ancient technology. The ancients from Stargate, for instance, they built the Stargates. Nobody knows what the fuck they are. We've worked out enough to use them, you know. The terminuses are basically new technology. So that would, you know, 2 bases, like, you know, within one system. I think they're going to keep it within one system, because as it is, the loading screen will get longer and longer. You know, it's already long going from terminus to terminus if you're alone, and, you know, going out of sync, because it's actually unloading the place that you're in, and then loading in to RAM the place that you're going. So I think they're probably going to keep it in a system, because imagine having to do that for 2 players or 4 players or whatever, like, you know.
Yeah. We're
talking about those fucking terminus loading screens getting longer and longer, you know. So they're probably going to keep it like capped at maybe like 4 players within one system on each planet, and probably won't be possible for a planet or system that has 1 planet or less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could deal with that. I wonder how it's going to be affected by someone coming in and trying to claim the same planet, like we have it today.
It probably won't be possible. You know,
I reckon it will be.
Well, you could have a decay feature. Basically, you don't come back and log on to this base in a certain period of time. You can get raided, so somebody can blow the door off your fucking thing, go in and claim it for themselves. Something similar to that, but they won't just have it so that somebody comes in and can claim it without doing fuck all. You know what I mean?
Well, at the moment, we don't know whether they've changed the way the building is, because at the moment we have to have these set building spots, don't we? Like, you can't just randomly build a base wherever you want. But what if they added that feature? What if they added a feature where you have in your base building, and when you place that down, you can place that anywhere you want, and maybe it levels the terrain around you so that it is all nice flat terrain to start building off.
Yeah.
And that's how you can claim your base then.
Oh yeah, but it'll still have the central hub, like the round little building that has claim the base feature, you know, so you'd still have to claim it in your name, you know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, that main central hub of your base, that's what I'm saying. What if it's that you build yourself? You don't go and find it, you don't have to search for it, you can build it wherever.
Oh yeah, it'd be like one of the parts that you have, like, you know,
yeah.
You place it down, like the way I keep thinking about it is like stuff like Fallout 76. They're going to have a way that you can actually dismantle your base, bring it with you, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe they're working on something similar to that, but still, they have to have a way that distinguishes your base from somebody else's, and you actually have a time to, you know, to use it. Like in other PvP online games, I've seen it. They have a decay feature, so. I play a game called Out of Reach. I put my base down. I put down a little builder's desk, and it tells me that I've got 7 days without logging in before it starts decaying. You know, or people can actually break into it, and if they break into it, they can actually claim it within 3 hours. You know, that's what I'm talking about. You know,
oh right, okay,
limits
I get
and times and stuff like that for somebody to come in and claim your base, even though it's there. You know?
I hope we get to choose a new starting point for a base. I'm getting tired of having that round cylindrical building as the center of everything.
Yeah. Maybe square ones. Or maybe even a block. Maybe just a block. Yeah.
If we are still going to be confined to a predefined circular area to build a base, let me move it off to the side instead of having it right in the center.
Yeah. True. Yeah. Choose the orientation of your starting building or whatever.
For anyone interested, I've just uploaded another image into the No Man's Sky Discord, chat in our Discord, and it is both images, both models fixed up.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I'll take a goo at it when I'm finished being hunted by various wildlife.
Oh my god, I went through a portal and it's an extreme planet. Ah, run. I did not notice that.
Lucky you, Artemis still has my fucking glyphs. He refuses to give them to me.
I had that best planet yesterday in survival. I didn't want to leave it, but I had to because it was all hostile sentinels.
Oh, I hate that.
The animal forms, they were like the 4 or 5 foot high cow-like beasts with the multiple toes on their legs and everything. But every one of them was a flyer. The dominant life form on this planet was like a 4 or 5 foot giant flyer, and they were everywhere. It was just comical to see, and I wanted to stay and watch, but the sentinels just would not allow it.
Jesus. Oh god, I hate those planets. I landed on one once, and then the sentinels attacked me. Then if that wasn't bad enough, afterwards the animals started to attack me, and the environment was so extreme that I was losing health, like, just by standing there, you know? And I had to go, I think I had to interface with one of the, oh god, one of the standing stones.
Yeah.
The relics or whatever they're called. I don't know, I can't bloody think what they're called. Ruins. Yeah, the monoliths, yeah. I had to interact with one of them for an Atlas, for the Atlas quest. And I couldn't get out of the conversation, so I just kept getting bombarded by, like, sentinels and and the environment, and then animals would come up periodically and start attacking me. I was like, Jesus, I have to leave this planet, man. You know?
So what are y'all thinking about the ring planet?
Ooh, very exciting. Yep, yeah, definitely.
You think we're going to be able to go in and actually mine like we do in Elite Dangerous?
On a ringed planet?
No, you can go into the asteroid belt of that planet and mine the asteroids within the ring in Elite Dangerous now.
Yeah.
Which is a really cool feature.
Are actually, you know, that's if the asteroids are actually there and it's not just fucking, you know, a mesh of a ring around the planet, like, because we have no indications from that picture that it's actually made up of asteroids.
Right.
If they had a close-up and we could actually see little moving spectacles, you know, I would.
At this point, I'd be happy with just decorative rings, just to be able to see them.
Yeah.
And if we can have rain planets, then maybe we'll have gas giants too.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Would be awesome.
And that would be cool if they implemented some way that we could actually like send down drones or torpedoes or something like that to like extract gases from those planets, like a little mini game. Say, for instance, like
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect 2. Yeah. I really like that feature in Mass Effect 2. I went around the entire, like, all of the things, just 100%ing the planets, getting all the resources from it. I spent a day doing that.
Yeah.
So hooked.
Oh wow.
Like, yeah, but when it comes to ring planets, I am psyched to see what they are going to do with it. Like you say, I do hope it is actual asteroid fields that you can fly into. And like somebody was saying before, that one of the multi-tool upgrades actually says a mining laser so powerful it could it'll even mine minerals or whatever resources from asteroids, which does make me see, like, kind of wonder whether it's going to be possible at some point, maybe not with next, but at some point, of landing on an asteroid and mining it, like getting out your ship and mining it.
So what's powerful to... Are you talking about a multi-tool upgrade?
Yeah, one of the multi-tool upgrades.
Okay.
Not the mining laser on a starship, it's a one of the advanced mining laser or mining beam upgrade for the multi-tool. And it says in the description for that upgrade...
The Blaze Javelin.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's the one. Let me have a look, see if I've actually got
never
the
used it,
blueprint.
I don't think.
I enjoy that one. It's like a sniper rifle shot.
Let me ask you two guys while I have you here to get another input. What do you think, like, do you think they should add, like, maybe a weapon wheel or something like that to, like, freely change your, like, multi-tool add-ons? Similar to what they have, like, when you press the down button, like, you know, you can call your ship, you can put in your, like, recharge your life support and everything else.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Instead of having to hit triangle or whatever, the cycle through to what you're wanting.
Yeah, that's a bit it's a bit tedious, because like I find that, like, I'm sitting there and maybe like the button response doesn't actually get picked up, so I have to press it more and go like all through my mining laser to, like, you know, whatever else I have, you know. Maybe
if they did it like so the last two attachments that you've just used, so for instance, just say your mining beam and your bolt caster. Say those are the last two ones you've just used, but you've also got the shotgun, the terrain manipulator, and is there any other ones? I'm trying to think now. Freaking don't think there is. But any of your other modes. So when you click to swap your weapon, when you click triangle to swap your weapon, it swaps between the last two that you've used. But then if you hold down triangle, it brings up, like you said, a radial wheel that you then just use your analog to then select which one you want, if you get what I mean. Yeah. So you've got quick access between the two ones that you've recently been using. But then when you want to get to some of the other ones, rather than having to like scroll through or spam a button to get to them, you can just hold down that button and then select the one that you want. Yeah. Well, here's an interesting theory now. Like, they have those and it's all mapped to triangle, and I don't know why they bothered doing that when, like, you know, if you press down on the D-pad you get life support, flashlight, everything else. Yeah. Press up, you get your exocraft and stuff like that if you got the exocrafts on lock. Left, right, do nothing, you know. Put left, maybe, as I said, the rate, like the like weapons selection.
left does do something, but only when you're in your ship. You can actually tag on to other ships in your vicinity.
No,
I'm talking about when you're on foot.
Left actually does something when you're on foot as well.
What does it do?
It scrolls through all your missions that you've got in your log.
Does it?
Yep, I'm doing it right now. As soon as you said that, I had to try it to see if it did, and yeah, it scrolls. Right doesn't do anything, but left does.
But I've no missions because I have no missions. Okay, fair enough. So it actually has a purpose, yeah?
Yeah.
I think they could come up with a new way to do all that stuff. I'm sure they were just pressed for time trying to get everything else that's maybe a little more important out the door, so
yeah,
to leave some things the way they were.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right to me the way, like I have to press like triangle so many times to switch between them. What if we have like the blaze javelin, terrain manipulator, bolt caster, mining beam, everything all there, and we have to like cycle through all of them to get the terrain manipulator? It's valuable time, you know?
Yeah, it's annoying.
Then you miss the terrain manipulator and you have to cycle through it again.
Yeah, yep.
All the way back.
Or you got 5-star sentinels after you for stealing some Gravitino ball, and you're there trying to spam through to your shotgun or your bolt caster.
Yeah.
It's
mental.
Yeah, totally agree with you.
Like I think it needs a UI interface overhaul, like, you know, completely. Like, I love the design of the UI. Like, I've always been a firm believer. I don't really like E3 UI. I hate it. I think it looks ugly. You know, it doesn't fit. It doesn't look like a game. It looks like a drawing. Somebody drew it on greaseproof paper or something like that and put it over your screen. It, you know, it doesn't belong with the game, but this one does. You know.
I would like having options, because that's one of the things that was there when I saw that first trailer. Like, wow, that would be cool to have too.
Oh yeah, options. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Yeah, I don't mind people having options. Like, I'm not saying do away with it completely and don't let people have options. Like, you know, we could have various different HUDs. Like Fallout universe, you can actually change the color of the HUD and everything like that. People stick with the green that it starts off with. New Vegas, the orange. You know, I always go with blue. You know, blue is my favorite color, so I use blue. But I have the choice, and so does everybody else. You know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. Y'all take care.
Yeah,
oh, no problem.
No worries, man.
Thanks very much, man.
You have a good day.
Yeah, you too. All right.
Cool.
So yeah, man. It's been a pretty exciting show so far, I've got to say.
We've talked a lot about everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Everything and more.
Bet you can have a lot more. Oh.
Every Sunday.
I'd like to see some little quality of life changes come back too. Like when I'm trying to drive the roamer around at night, it's just not enough light in front of the car for me to see what the hole I'm about to fall into, kind of thing.
That's very true.
I think there's a lot they can do to the game. There's so much I'd love for them to do to the game. There really is. But you know, take it a step at a time. Take it all with a pinch of salt. And I think at some point this game will be everything and more than what we hoped. Like,
yeah.
I mean, already with what I'm seeing with Next and, you know, the possible releases in Next, it's already more than what I was hoping for when I first saw No Man's Sky. It really is.
Yeah.
Hey, you know these holograms and things that they're coming out with now, the ringed planets and the character models? We still have a number of those to go, right? 4 or 5?
Really?
On the actual, I'm not too sure, because on the actual files we've already got 1 and 2, and it only says 1 of 3 or 2 of 3. So that indicates that there's only 1 more hologram. But when you go on to the Myriad Satcom dashboard thing, we've only got 1 out of 5 on there.
How much would you shit yourself if one of those pictures turned out to be the sandworm?
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Totally agree, man. It's one thing that I think is sort of lacking in in No Man's Sky is the proper variety to animals. And to be able to see something like a friggin' sandworm dive out the sand in front of you and go back under would be amazing.
I'm trying to think.
A multiplayer activity kind of thing.
Yeah, it takes a group of you to take it down and maybe get something then a bit of Mordite from it.
Or maybe having the sandworm on the planet indicates, like, because worms, what they do is purify soil, you know, they make soil richer and stuff like that. So maybe having that there would signify that its byproducts are actually a rare resource, you know.
Oh yeah, that's true. That'd be pretty cool.
You know, like Kryzonite or something like that, or, you know, so you come across this like rare sand dune planet, you know, and then you're watching out to see, like, you know, if there's any ripples in the surface of the sand to know if the sandworm is around.
Yeah.
So you can kill it and then use a terrain manipulator to dig down where you got it, so you can find this rare resource, you know.
Oh right, yeah. That's weird. I just saw my own ship fly over me. Very
Come
bizarre.
back here, you thief!
Left without you.
Yeah, it's just fucking. Oh, I'm sick of this shit. Like, you know, may Atlas forgive me. just gone. Like.
Yep, just leaving me behind.
That's what happens when you build AI into ships. You know? Elon Musk all the way, you know.
But no, man, it's definitely been a really good show tonight, man. We both said before we started it up, we want it to be a good one, and you know, I thank my brother so much for, you know, telling me that those pictures have came out and sent them to me, because that's awesome.
Yeah, because it gave us something concrete to talk about.
Yeah, exactly, and you know,
sure
it's
in the weeks we have left, you'll have plenty of topics to talk about.
oh
yeah.
yes, yes, definitely.
Well, how many shows do we have until next drops?
Well,
Sunday wise, you know?
yeah, it's about 4.5 weeks, I think.
Yeah. 24th is next week, first, 8.
Oh yeah, so 5 weeks.
Yeah, about 5 shows, yeah.
So yeah, that's balling, man.
Nice. Hopefully we'll catch a lot of these there.
Yeah, man, hopefully. Always love to have anybody on, and I mean, if you've been on before, don't feel like that means you can't come on again. Totally down for it.
Exactly, yeah. That's why it's called Infinite Pyxis. It's infinite the amount of times you can join the call.
Exactly.
You know, just coming up with our own adverts here, you know.
But no, it's been awesome to have you on as well, Fusion, man. You're one of the people that have followed me for a very, very long time.
I'm pleased to be here.
Yeah, man, it definitely is awesome to have you here. I love it. I mean,
I did notice that we didn't do any of the screenshot showcase because we're so entangled in conversation.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm psyched. I've seen a couple of my pictures go by on Alpha's YouTube feed.
Oh, really? Nice. That's good. You got it in a small form factor, you know.
No, it's everybody's got some awesome shots out there, and I'm sure everybody would equally love the chance to show them off, and that's all we're trying to do, really, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, just show off what what other people have experienced, and maybe they wish that their friends could have seen that planet or that moment in games, because it's not just about No Man's Sky, it's about everything, every game that you can imagine,
Yeah, exactly.
Every game that's beautiful, because they're releasing a lot of beautiful games these days.
Sure are.
It's a lot different than when I was first gaming, to be honest. It wouldn't be about visuals at all. It'd be more about story content,
Yeah.
And how hard it is, or how quickly you can beat it, or how much time you could get out of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like Sonic 1, a game you could put 15 hours into, die, and have to start all over again. Because saves were not the thing.
Need iridium and zinc. Iridium and zinc.
So, are we ending soon, or what? How long have we been at this?
Probably a while.
2 hours and 28 minutes. Yeah.
Has it been that long? God, I'm having withdrawal. I haven't been playing in 2 hours.
Oh, Jesus. What have you been doing? Even we've been playing it while we were talking.
I can't do it. They're in separate rooms.
Oh, shit.
You are the one that wanted to meet up with me, wasn't you, Fusion?
Yeah, if it happens, sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing now, and I'm playing in that second system, and I'm currently second galaxy, and I'm currently messing around with a portal. So if you want to throw your portal address over, it'd be awesome to jump on and meet you at some point. If you want to throw it into the Discord, and
I could do that. This is Bottle Anchor, right?
this is what? Sorry.
Which galaxy is it? Bottle Anchor?
Yeah, that's the one.
We were talking about.
Yeah.
I'll have to go look up my address for that, but yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, mate. It'd be awesome to actually finally meet up with you and that, and run around with you.
If you're gonna stay connected, I'll go ahead and get that started.
Yeah, you can do if you want.
For the galactic bromance.
All right, give me some time and I'll throw the address into the Discord for you.
Yeah, no worries, man.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right,
I'll
talk to you later. So up.
Cool. Rightio, so is that it? Is that the end?
So yeah, man. I mean, if you want to call it the end.
Well, it's infinite, so it's hard to call where the end is in infinity.
I mean, I've gotten sucked back into my
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky game that I haven't jumped on in a while, where I've actually got money and a freighter and awesome ships. So
I've got as it stands about 3.5 million. No, 3,090,000 and change.
At the moment, I've got 54 million.
I haven't even started to farm yet. These
Yeah.
are all just accrued from gold and emerald and those things that you get from Sentinels. Anyway, yeah, we should end it.
Yeah, well, give me a second. Before I end it, I just wanna pop that picture that I've got. The
Fusionary, need a coffee break first. No problem, Refusionary. Thanks very much for joining the chat over this side. And Hidden Dragon also, sorry but I didn't get to read out your comment. We were enthralled in conversation.
We was.
We're all okay. Ezekiel, it may have been this way of saying they fixed the base override glitch. That might be what civilizations mean.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even know there was a glitch, to be honest.
Yeah, if you build two bases within one system, the last person to have built that base, only their base will show up to other players. The other person's base won't. So essentially you can only have one base in one system that will be visible to all other people.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. That probably will fix it. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah,
Yes, so.
I've just quickly thrown up the picture of both of the models, unscattered, and that. I mean, we can still end the show and that. I'm just gonna leave it up there.
Yeah. Where is that now? That's
as we end it, I have put it in the Discord in the No Man's Sky section.
Okay, guys. So anybody who's listening and watching, over my side, the unscrambled pictures of the player models that were released earlier on through Waking Titan have been unscrambled, and Infinite Gamer has put them there in the No Man's Sky section if you want to take a look at them. So yeah, I think we'll end this here for the day.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got 2.5 hours under our belt.
Indeed.
Half an hour more than we thought we were going to do today, but a lot of good stuff to talk about, so you know.
Yep. Definitely, man. It has been a really good stream, and I'm so glad that all this happened whilst we were streaming, because it's been awesome. Give some solid conversation. Yeah, it literally is, and I mean, I imagine we're one of the first ones to actually touch on it properly as well. So yeah, it's awesome.
Well, we can only hope it'll be a boon for our discussions on our little talk show that we have going. So
yeah, it definitely would be.
You've seen it here first. Woo! That kind of shit.
So yeah, I mean, anyone watching, anyone who will watch, yeah, all I've got to say is thank you very much for coming along. Make sure to subscribe, drop that like if you haven't already done so, and yeah, I'll catch you next time.
Yeah, and do the same over my side, and make sure that if you were just watching my side, don't just keep your thumbs to yourself, you know. Go over and like Infinites as well, and you know, maybe subscribe to him as well. You know, share the love. That's what it's all about.
Indeed,
get him
man.
to his 100.
Indeed, connect those
Just
dots,
do
man.
it. Yeah.
Connect those dots and make that constellation.
Indeed. Talk to you guys later.
Catch you next time.